shoots a three.
The Mavs have been shorthanded, but added some much-needed horsepower with the return of Kyrie Irving. That will soon pay dividends, but unfortunately not tonight, as Jamal Murray spoiled the welcome back party. Murray, one of the best games of his career tonight, helped Denver throw a haymaker early and never look back. Murray with 45 points, Nikola Jokic a triple-double, and the Nuggets run away with this one, sealing the season series against Dallas. Welcome to Mavs Center Court, presented by Legacy Precious Metals. Dana Larson along with Brian Dameris, and there was a lot of excitement about this finale here tonight. An important game. Kyrie Irving coming back, energy in the building. Unfortunately, though, they just never could get any traction.
Well, let's not forget, this is a Denver Nuggets team that is a year and a half away from winning a title. They're really good. They had a rough start to the season, and Malone has done a really good job of galvanizing this team, finding the way to get the most out of them. They lost Bruce Brown 2 years ago after the title. They lost KCP this summer. They're really thin, but Russell Westbrook's advancement in the starting lineup, Aaron Gordon's return maybe as the sixth man from now on, Jokic playing maybe the best season of his career. And now you add a Jamal Murray, who really hasn't played well since last regular season. Didn't have a good playoffs, didn't play well in the Olympics this summer, has not played well this season, and has his fourth highest scoring regular season game of his career tonight. If he's unlocked, Denver's a problem.
Well, and it's almost like it started at the end of the game here on Sunday afternoon. He got going. He started out that game really slow, but he started to get going, and it certainly carried over here. He missed his first shot of this game, but made his next three, and just like that, Denver had a double-digit lead just 4 minutes into the game, and the Mavericks offense absolutely could not keep up. As you see here, a 32-point first half, highest scoring first half in his career, highest scoring halves. He had one that was 34 at Sacramento back in January of 2019, but this felt like he was never going to miss, and it felt like the shots he was getting were so clean and so easy. Look at that.
Well, they're clean and easy because the game plan, and rightly so, was to double Jokic every time he had the ball. Turn him into a facilitator. Don't let him score. And listen, mission accomplished. You only had 10 points, but guess what? Then your defense is in rotation, and you got to get out. And Murray was somebody who was absolutely hitting. That is his bread and butter shot right there from the elbow. He loves the mid-range. He hit those threes. He was 18 of 26 tonight. In his three previous games this season against the Mavericks, he was 18 for 51.
Wow.
That shows you what he was able to do. And again, if this is a turning point for him this season and kind of got his confidence going, then now you have the pick and roll game with Westbrook and Jokic. You have the pick and roll game with Murray and Jokic, which has been their bread and butter for a long time. You've got Porter, who can hit the threes, and you've got Aaron Gordon coming off the bench. They are rising up the standings on a daily basis.
Yeah, this Denver team, when healthy, looks really, really scary. Jamal Murray taking advantage of the game plan here tonight and reminding everybody, don't sleep on me. You could talk all about Russell Westbrook, fine by me, but here he comes with a monster game to remind everybody just what a talented player he is. And playing alongside Nikola Jokic, who had, it felt like, one of the easiest triple doubles you will ever have. You hardly notice him, and then you realize he's had his fingerprints on every minute of this game. So a lowest scoring triple double here tonight. He had just the 10 points to go along, though, with the 14 points and the 10 assists. They didn't need him to score. And that's why he was perfectly comfortable and content to continue to let the others do the work. And just so odd here, too, that so many of those games have been
Top
against
three
the
are all against the Mavs.
Yeah.
The game plan is simple. Get the ball out of his hands, turn him into a passer. Well, guess what? He's a really good passer. And when the game plan shuts him down, he's able to find a way to be effective in so many other ways. A cross-court pass to the corner to Murray right there. Still able to get his shot. something that he's added this year is that three-point shot. He's shooting 2 more per game, and he's shooting it at 47%. So now he's a triple threat. He can get it from the inside. He can get it from the mid-range, from that nail shot, that high arcer, and he can shoot the three. And oh, by the way, he can pass out of the double team and play good defense and run the floor. As Denver keeps climbing the standings, he's averaging a 30-point triple-double right now. Between him and Shea, that MVP talk is going to get louder and louder. Usually they like to give it to best player on best team, and Shea is a very worthy recipient. And as Oklahoma City continues to play well, but as Denver keeps playing better, that's going to be a real tough one.
Yeah, a tough one, fun to watch down the stretch. A 4th MVP. He would be joining some extremely elite company, but is quite obviously very much worthy of it. Denver's offense was obviously clicking on all cylinders, just scorching hot straight from jump in this game. But they also made it so difficult on the Mavericks, who were incorporating Kyrie Irving back into the fold for the first time in 5 games to generate much offense, to get any good looks, to get anybody feeling hot and comfortable.
Yeah, pesky hands. What do you see in there? Deflections, leading to steals, leading to fast break points, 18 fast break points, 25 points off turnovers. Those are just possessions lost that you can't give away when you're shorthanded and when you're playing a team that's shooting 45% from 3 and 52% overall. And so that's just what made it doubly difficult. Kyrie coming off the injury, trying to find his rhythm, being a little bit more aggressive early than he's used to, knowing that he's got to shoulder more of the offensive load and try to get this offense unstuck out of that mud that we saw in the fourth quarter of the last game and transferred in the first quarter of this game, and just didn't have that rhythm. 4 of 18 overall, but the defense was also keying on him and going, listen, we're going to make you work for it and make the others try to score and beat us. And so that was the game plan that was employed against him. So there, hopefully a game under your belt, and you can try to get used to playing with Kyrie Irving back again, because you want your role players to play that elevated level that they were playing without him back with him again on here. And so you know what Kyrie can deliver, and he's able to get to the bucket, find that, but just that rhythm and that touch after the layoff just wasn't there tonight. And when that's not falling, then the ball's going back the other direction, and it just makes it really hard to find a rhythm. But he did find, some of his shot there. I guess the big question then is going to be, is he going to be able to play tomorrow night in New Orleans? A back-to-back, tough turnaround coming off that injury.
And this is where you can discuss some of the frustrations with the concept of this baseball style series scheduling, right? And you mentioned it this the other day, and we've heard Mark Stein, our good friend who's been on our show over the years as well, really lament the fact that if you are a team dealing with some injuries and you're playing these tough games back to back and you never have your full complement of players available. In this case here, of course, Kyrie didn't play in the game on Sunday. He's trying to knock off the rust and come back in this one. Who knows, maybe even perhaps feeling the pressure of how important this game was and trying to rush things just a little bit. Yeah,
he's a competitor and he wants to be out there. And so, the dice didn't roll your way, and you played 2 games against Denver without your 2 best players in one of them, without one of them in the other. And guess what? We're done with Denver this year. We've now lost the season series 3-1. So if you face them, a seeding battle down the stretch, or you're 4-5 or it's tied up, you're going up there, and that's a tough place to play, not just because of the altitude, but because of that crowd. And when they get going, when the Nuggets get really moving very effectively. So, they got to put that behind them and face you have 2 games out of the next 3. Listen, we know Oklahoma City and what they are coming in here Friday. The other 2 are against teams that have now 9 wins for New Orleans after their win tonight, and 8 wins in Charlotte. Those are wins you have to have.
And you could just, positively think that Kyrie Irving knocked off the rust here tonight. If he doesn't play tomorrow, he'll be in even better shape moving forward. So there's a lot that we hope to learn from Jason Kidd here coming up in just a bit. It is Denver who takes the season series 3-1 and now a 2.5-game lead over the Mavericks in the Western Conference standings. More coming up. Derek Lively, unfortunately, did not finish this game with an ankle sprain. We'll look back at that next.
Mavs Center Court is brought to you by Legacy Precious Metals,